everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Melanie and I run a fashion and lifestyle blog over on missmelaniemay.com, and then I post YouTube videos as well over here on my channel. If you are new, feel free to check out my blog. It's always linked down below, and remember to subscribe to my channel as well. And yeah, thank you so much for joining me. Also, so in today's video, I'm just going to be doing a health update, kind of chit-chatty video. If you are new to my channel, I suggest you check out my health and wellness playlist. I'll have it linked above or down below. I have a few videos posted about my health journey and sort of like an intro video explaining everything, nutrition video. So if you are new, I suggest checking that out first, because today's going to be a health update video. So I don't want to make this too long of an intro, so I'm just going to get right into the video. So yeah, I don't really have an agenda of what I'm going to say, just kind of going to chit chat with you guys. So I think the last time I posted this video was over the summer, or I posted a health related video, and my kind of like autoimmune inflammatory video explaining everything that had happened to me went up this summer as well. That's when I started sharing everything. So it's been a few months. It's now January, almost February. And let's see, so in the summer, I really was just my usual. I had a lot of headaches from the sun, and other than that, nothing really changed too much. But I did start seeing a physical therapist and a chiropractor at the end of the summer. I go to a neurologist for my headaches and stuff, and they had kind of recommended that, and my rheumatologist had recommended I go to a physical therapist. So I started doing that in September, and I'm still going. I go twice a week for physical therapy, once a week for my chiropractor. The physical therapy is definitely, I would say, helping. I didn't realize how much like muscle, like strength I had lost in my upper body. I never had great upper body strength, but I realized that, you know, through all of this, my upper body strength has gotten even worse. So that's the main thing I work on when I go for physical therapy. I do like a workout type thing in the beginning, and then after that, I do a, she kind of like massages, loosens everything up. She uses like a Theragun or like a muscle stimulator. So I do that twice a week, and then I go to a chiropractor once a week, and the chiropractor also seems to be helping. That's more for my back and like just aligning everything. And yeah, so I've been going there since September. My neurologist is, I still go to them for checkups every few months. I still do trigger point shots. On a, I don't know what it's called, but it's basically just like when I get really bad migraines, it's a medication that I can take. But other than that, the neurologist isn't too different. And then in about October, November, I went back to the rheumatologist because I just have, you know, I still was continuing to have a lot of pain and not really knowing what to do. So they put me on, well, so first they did some blood work, and the blood work, I had a low C3 and C3 and C4 complements, like lower than the normal range that you would have, but everything else came back normal, which has kind of been my story all along, is I've had some stuff come back weird, but then most of it has been pretty normal. In November, I went on the steroid pack for a week, and that did help, but obviously I can't be on that long term, so I just kind of was continuing with the regular medications that I've been on. And then in, let's see, what was it? Like right around Christmas time, I got bronchitis. I just started feeling really like I got a cold after we got back from our cruise, and then one thing led to another, and I ended up having bronchitis. So I went to the rheumatologist. They did a chest x-ray, and sure enough, that's what it was. I didn't know what it was actually. I just was having pain like in my chest, kind of trouble breathing. So that's what it was. And then I went on a Z-Pak, like antibiotics first, and then I went on steroids again, and went back and got another x-ray, and everything was clear. But during this time, I realized that I really was not a fan of my rheumatologist. They just don't really answer my calls when I call and need a medicine, or, you know, they're just not really helpful. And I realized that if I was going to be continuing, you know, struggling with these symptoms and everything, I needed to find another rheumatologist. So as of last week, I went to see a new rheumatologist, one that was recommended to me by my neurologist that I originally couldn't get into because they weren't accepting new patients, but now they are, and I went last week and they seem really great. So I'm going back next week for just a follow-up appointment. They also are doing kind of some more blood work. So since I had that C3, C4 blood work in November, no one has done more blood work. So they're just kind of following up with that. I'm assuming nothing's really going to come back. What happens when I get this blood work is, you know, some stuff comes up, but not enough to really give like a very clear diagnosis. They also wanted to do some more x-rays on my lower like hip area. So they did that when I was in the office. And I'm going back next week for just a follow-up to go over the test results and everything. And the plan is that I'm going to be going on Lyrica, which is a drug for fibromyalgia, which is kind of what they're thinking it is. You know, my tiredness, my muscle, kind of pain in my shoulders, my lower back, all of that would kind of indicate that. You know, I also have the stomach issues, which has been a lot better since I started my diet that I explained in another video. But, you know, I still have these symptoms. Most recently, I wake up in the middle of the night way more often than I ever did. I never had trouble sleeping. And now every once in a while, I will wake up in the middle of the night and not be able to fall back asleep. The sun, obviously in the summer, was another big indicator. So, you know, they're not really sure, but I've done basically every test under the sun, and nothing has really come back with anything super serious as far as an autoimmune disease. So at this point, they're kind of thinking fibromyalgia, and so that's why I'm going to be starting Lyrica to see if that helps. I'm still on all of the drugs that I would be on, you know, kind of like lupus type drugs. I'm still on the Plaquenil, and I'm taking naproxen now. I think when I filmed this video last time, I was on meloxicam, which I wanted to do a whole video talking about like what medications I'm on, but I never got around to it because I've changed it a few times. So now that I'm kind of settled with what I've been taking, I might do that video. But I haven't started the Lyrica yet, so we'll see. And then once I get settled in, I might possibly go off some of the medications that I'm on right now for like lupus type stuff. But nothing is set in stone yet. So kind of it's just still a very long journey. But I'm excited about my new, I am excited, I guess, but not the same kind of excited that you would be about other things, but I guess I'm hopeful for my new rheumatologist. And, you know, I still really like my neurologist, so that's good. And yeah, what else? Oh, I went for an x-ray, or not an x-ray, an MRI of my SI joints in December. And that was kind of not scary, but I had a head MRI done, and that I didn't love, but I got through it. Well, so this one was with contrast, so I had to have the dye and everything, which I wasn't allergic to the dye, but I just didn't really know what to expect, and the nurse didn't really explain to me what was going to happen very well, and I like to, you know what everything's going to happen. So that wasn't the best test of my life, I'm not going to lie, but I got through it, and everything came back normal on that as well. So yeah, I've had lots of MRIs. Now I'm up to 2 MRIs, I guess. The SI joints in my head. I've had x-rays of my lower back, I think twice now, and obviously my chest x-ray when I got sick with that, and then plenty of blood work. So that's like everything I want to say. As far as how I'm feeling, I would say I'm feeling as best as I can. You know, my energy and my tiredness is definitely improved. But I still have pain as far as like body aches and pains pretty much every day. You know, some days are worse than others. As of the new year, I've been trying to get back into working out more. I kind of took a break from Pure Barre because it was giving me such pain. So I've cut it back, and my goal is going to try to go to once a week to that. I was going a few times a week because I had unlimited, but I'm gonna try to go once a week to that, and I recently started taking up cycling classes, and I've been really liking that. Full cardio, really good workout, and it doesn't seem to hurt my back and everything else. So that's a really good plus. And like I said, my stomach has definitely been better. I'm still on the gluten-free diet and everything. And so yeah, that's how I've been feeling. I would say my biggest change in the last few months is just kind of my attitude and everything. I struggled for a long time in the last year just trying to like figure everything out, and I've kind of finally come to the realization that I'm not going to necessarily get an exact diagnosis, at least not for a long time. And I've finally kind of, you know, come to realize that and be okay with it and just kind of start, I guess, like living my life again. You know, last year was just so hard and I just focused so much on it. And so now I'm just kind of focusing on, you know, not pushing through, but, you know, like when I'm not feeling great, you know, taking those days off and being okay with that. But when I am feeling better, you know, working out and doing those things that I like doing, and not letting it fully control me, and not letting my attitude, or not letting the pain get my attitude down, if that makes sense. So, you know, I'm excited for the new year. I'm excited to see what this year holds. I have no idea, you know, where my health will take me this year. But I'm excited to see where everything goes. And if you have any stories or any comments or anything you want to talk about, feel free to do that in the comments. I will probably be doing more updates. Also, be sure to follow me on my blog, because I do updates on there more frequently than I film videos for updates. And I will be continuing to film wellness videos, and I will see you in my next video, and have a great day. Bye.